Welcome back to the channel, everyone. For this video, we are in the city of Denver for a stay at the Crawford Hotel, a 5-star boutique property that has been awarded a Michelin key and which is located inside the historic Union Station in Denver's Lodo district. So in this video, we'll show you around the station and give you a tour of our Crawford Suite, which is the hotel's most luxurious and most expensive accommodation. So come on, let's head inside for a real look at what it's like to stay at the Crawford. Originally opened in 1881, Union Station was once the tallest building in the West. However, an electrical fire consumed the original station in 1894. The station was later rebuilt from carved granite, fashioned in an imposing Beaux Art style, once more opening its doors in 1914. It is this iteration of the station that still stands today, though the station was reimagined in 2014 to include shops, restaurants, and the Crawford Hotel. They've got multiple of these little shops in here, where some of them are not actually open yet. This one looks like a goodie shop. You can get postcards there. Tattered covers books. Looks like primarily a bookstore, which is really cool, in case you need something to read. Olive and Finch. Looks like it's a breakfast eatery. I guess if you don't quite want to sit down for a full breakfast with snooze, it looks like they have smaller bites you can have over here. And then apparently Mercantile is closed right now, but it offers, I think, more of a dinner experience, and then it has a bar with it as well. As I was saying, this is actually the train station here. So this is where you would come and actually board your train and then go, I guess, wherever you're going. I'm guessing this goes to public transit to get you here before you go on your trip. But it's just this platform here. I think that's really cool. You got Union Station right here. And then on this side of the doors, it shows that this is where the Crawford Hotel is also. And I like how some of the doors have the mats for the Crawford Hotel. And this is the lobby area, which is beautifully decorated and smells amazing. After checking in, we made our way across the station to take the only available guest elevator to the second floor for a look around our Crawford Suite. So tonight we are in 314, which is the Crawford Suite here. Welcome drinks were Prosecco. Nice touch. Just wanted to show how beautiful I thought the cards were at this hotel. Here's the envelope it comes in. This is the back of the card, and then this is the front. We just thought that was really pretty. So coming in the door here, you're met with two ways to go. This way goes to the bedroom, and the way behind me goes, well, that goes to a minibar. But this also goes to like a little living space. And then just to the right, as soon as you walk in, you have this little painting here. It looks like watercolor on top of glass that was slotted over some kind of background. I could be wrong, but that seems pretty cool. And then directly across as you walk in, there is a map there of Colorado, in case you forgot where you were. But what I really like is to the right, as soon as you walk in, there is this gorgeous sliding door here. And what it does is it closes off what is essentially a little minibar kitchenette area. It's pretty cool. Not to mention the gorgeous and fabulous green. But if we come in here, we get a whole bunch of goodies, which essentially becomes our mini bar. So right underneath, what we have down here is a set of mixers that you can use if you want to create some actual drinks. You see there, they have Old Fashioned, Manhattan, and Negroni. And then they have a mixing spoon, wine opener, a little shaker there for you, and a couple of glasses in case you need it. And then they also have a couple of coasters here with branding that looks beautiful on it, especially this part, which I would guess is either meant to replicate a light or maybe a skylight, but that's pretty cool. Next to the mixers, you have your ice bucket here, and then up in this cabinet, you have some mugs here that you can use for coffee, I assume. These are the little pods for the coffee, and then some plates there. And then underneath, we have down here a little fridge, it looks like, if you open that up. There's nothing in there, but I guess you can put in there whatever you need to. So moving on from this area, there's a little sink right here, as you'll see, with really nice decoration there. I really like that. Look at the painting on that jar. Just below the sink, you have a cabinet here, and down there you have some Cascade in case you need to use it, because if you use the dishes, then they have a dishwasher right here for you. Just above the dishwasher, they have your coffee machine here, and then more coffee pods here. Looks like they've got some creamer and then some sugars back here. And then also some salt and pepper in case you need it, because it looks like they do have a microwave over here, so maybe they expect you to cook something while you're staying at this location. But I am curious what the microwave looks like inside, because we've all had that roommate who just leaves it an absolute mess. And that looks really good. Very clean in there. Below the microwave, they have a little freezer down here. As you can see, it's pretty tiny, but I guess if you needed to freeze something, you could fit it in there. And then just next to that, a little wastebasket for you. Above this whole sink area, they have some more cabinets up here, and there are some rocks glasses there, some champagne and wine glasses for you. There's a bottle of Woodford Reserve, Myers Rum, Johnny Walker Black Label, and if we come over here to this other cabinet, looks like there's some highball glasses there. We have some Hennessy, some tequila, and some gin. Though I am fairly certain that if you choose to open any of these bottles that they've provided for you here, that's going to be an extra cost. So moving from the little kitchenette area here into the main living space, we have basically a conference table here. It has a greenish and sort of mustard yellow mix of a carpet underneath. And then there is a long table in the center of it with some books set out in the middle. What books, you ask? We have Nutra, which seems like it is about architecture. We have Kusama, which is a book that appears to be about art. We have Food on the Move, which appears to be about food and where it's going. And then we have a beautiful cover to a book called The World of Manet, which obviously is about the art of Manet, which we may actually read later on because Ines and I both love the Impressionist movement. So that's a really cool find. Good inclusion, guys. And although the art is not impressionistic, but is more abstract, if you look behind the table, you'll see this massive pop of color right here, which I really like. I think that looks nice, and it's a nice contrast to the rest of the colors in the room. Moving from the table to the windows here, we have these huge windows. And if you look at the top there, you'll see that the curtain rods are gold in color. And then looking through the window itself, we actually look right out onto the platform of Union Station here. As you'll see, there are trains that pull up right here outside of our window. Now that said, so far we have not heard anything, and so we don't think it'll be an issue trying to sleep. Nez says that these are bubble pendant lights and that they are mid-century modern design, but we think they look really nice. And if you look from underneath, almost reminds you of candy. If you're enjoying this video or finding it useful in planning your own travels, we'd appreciate it if you'd go ahead and hit that like button to help us out. And don't forget to subscribe. And moving just to the left of the painting, just past the table here, we have a TV that is mounted here on the wall. And they have YouTube that is available, so you can watch your favorite YouTubers if you like. Just past the table over here, right up against the wall, you have a sofa that is set out in what is maybe a forest green color. We really like it because it's close to those jewel tones, and then contrasting nicely with it. What is this, a mustard, you think?
I'd say goldenrod.
Goldenrod is what she's gonna go with, but we think that looks nice. And of course, again, just like they did in Edinburgh for us, somebody went around and went, now it's perfect. And the coffee table they have set out just in front of the sofa, if you look from the top, reminds you of an arrowhead, which is probably fitting for Colorado given its history. Even the waves that it has in its surface, it's very much like an arrowhead that's been chipped away at. And then on the table right here next to the sofa, you get a leather-bound box that opens up, and it's got all of your goodies in there, like the notes, the notepad. I think that's a postcard in there. You get a little pen with the branding that is perfect there on it. Ooh, and then you even get menus for some of the bars downstairs. But also, look at the interior there. That's really cool. That's a cool design. I like that. Now, as we saw when we walked in over on this side, right here, there is a bathroom, but it's got that same kind of door on it where it's mirrored, but it's also painted with that beautiful green color there. But just before you get to the bathroom, you have a side table here, and this is where you get your phone to call down to the office, and then a little lamp over here, which helps to set the mood with its dimmer lighting. Okay, so as soon as you come into the bathroom here, just to the left, you have a sink here with tissue set out on this side, and on this side you have hand wash there. The taps look really nice and polished, work just fine for you there. More of a neutral sink color there, but I like it. I think it works well, especially given how colorful the rest of the room tends to be. And then just above the sink, you have almost a vanity here as the mirror is lit around the edges. And then just below the sink, we have some extra towels down here and then a mystery black box. Let's see what's in that. Here it is. I have not opened it yet. Let's give it a open. Oh, okay. Nothing too special. They have a bag here for your laundry. They have an extra roll of toilet paper, Kleenex here, and then a little checklist for whatever it is that you're sending to the laundry. And then over here to the right of where you walk in, you have a toilet, a little bin over there, and your toilet paper. Let's check the quality. We already know it's Angel Soft, but it's not bad, all right? Could be worse. And then just above the toilet, we have set out here in a frame 3 individual scenes from what looks like it would have gone into that stereoscope mechanism that you used back in the day, where these 2D images would be separated and look 3D through the mechanism. That's pretty cool. Okay, Nez, I'm not going to spoil it, but we're going to play that game where we choose a random page and a random line number. Page 102, line 27. But before she reads it, here's what she's reading. She's currently reading Stephen King's The Long Walk.
The threads on the ball left an imprint dead square on his forehead for a week, like a brand.
Also, the door just next to the sofa there is a connecting door, but we're not connecting with anyone on this trip, so that will go unused. And then right next to this demarcation line, we have the thermostat right here. I think works for this main area, but I think there is a separate one that goes into the main bedroom. So moving back through the entry area and over here into the bedroom, we are met first with this little closet area, and you see you have different drawers here if you want to unpack and place things in there. Beautiful brown on top too, look at that. And then just above that, you've got this metal wiring. You can put your bags on here if you want to, and then there's a pole that goes across with some hangers here, and of course they've got some extra places where you can hang stuff if you need to. And what I thought was pretty cool, they've got a little seat here, I guess for you to put your shoes on if you need to. And then just under the seat, they have your safe right there. But almost as an extension of that area, right as you're walking in, they have just to the right here, a little valet for you where you can put your suit jacket. I might do that later. This does come out. And then they've got some little divots here on the top where you can put stuff if you need to. Now, I've never seen that before, and I thought that was pretty cool. Moving from this closet area into the bedroom, we see here the king bed, and then located just to the left of it, they have this beautiful looking side table with a throw blanket down here, and that's nice and pretty also. And then in here, oh, that's a lot thinner than I thought it would be. I thought it would come all the way out, but there's nothing in this drawer. And then just above the drawer there, they have plugs here for you in case you need it. I think this turns it on or off for the plugs, and then a little light there just above that. And underneath is where you turn that on, and then it dims up and down for you, which is pretty cool. And I've got to say, we both really love this headboard. Just look at that. And it's got those jewel tones to it. It's just beautiful. Okay, through a bit of trial and error, we actually figured out this switch over here did not turn on those plugins. It actually turned on this little light that goes under the bed here, which I thought was pretty cool. Interesting. And of course the king bed comes with our Crawford Suite, but the question is always, is it comfortable in addition to looking gorgeous? That is nice and soft. I think that's gonna be a really nice sleep. Also, I think the brown on this pillow matches pretty well with the brown and green that goes throughout this hotel room. Pretty good. Okay, and while we really like the bed, I think the best part of the bedroom is actually just above the bed. Check out the ceiling in this room. On the right side of the bed, you get the same side table, and on top of it is an alarm clock there. And then just to the right of that, you have a set of drawers over here in case you need more storage space. These are leather handles here, which is kind of nice. But nothing in those, not that we expected anything anyway. On top of the dressers, we have over here some more books for you, Call of the Wild being one of them, and then a unique piece of art there. And just above the right side of the bed, I actually really like this work of art here because I like the blues that go throughout it. I thought that was really nice. Just to the right of the dresser over here, you've got a couple of seats and then a little table right here for you with the remote control there for the TV. That is against the wall, directly across from the bed. You can also put YouTube on this one. The chairs here by the window are little swivel chairs. Not the most comfy, but I think they're fine. I mean, the fabric on them kind of reminds me of something you might see back in high school, and I think they go pretty well with the room. And they've got the same type of a pillow on them that the bed has on it, that longer one. And then as par for the course, we get one more of these beautiful green mirrored doors that slide.
Oh, hello. In the bathroom, actually we have this really nice tub. I can sit up just fine. I can't lay down all the way, but this is actually pretty comfy. I'm 5'7" for reference, so it's pretty sizable, I think. They have given you some rose shampoo with matching conditioner by the Grown Alchemist. They've also given you a body cleansing bar, some bath salts, and a loofah to help exfoliate to complete the little spa experience. With your book stand, if you have an iPad, you can put your iPad here, and then some face cloths. Here is bath fixtures by Victoria and Albert. They seem to be pretty clean. No real signs of nastiness. There is some like oxidation going on right here. It is metal and water.
So moving to the right of the bathtub, over here we have the main sink area. Again, it mirrors the other bathroom where it's sort of a neutral color that it's got for the sink top there. The fixtures are nice and clean and polished, and we think those look really nice. Here in the middle, they have a box here for you, and that's got some stuff in it. It's got some cotton swabs there for you. It's got some makeup remover pads, a vanity set, a shower cap, a cleansing towelette, and that's it for that. But then back here we have some body cream and some hand wash by Grown Alchemist. And then of course above the entire sink is this massive vanity mirror here, which looks really nice and sleek. And you can kind of peek it there. Really like this chandelier that they've hung in here. And then down from the chandelier, just behind the bathtub, they've got another painting over here. And I think that looks pretty nice. Otherwise, to the right of the mess I made, you have some more tissues over here, and to the left, you have that mirror that goes right up close. Now moving beyond this bath area to the right over here, this is where you get the shower area. And just down here you get a bath mat for you in case you need it, with a large glass walk-in shower there. I really like the flooring tile choice that they did there. That looks nice. On the left side of the shower, there's a seat for you there. And then just above that, they have a place for you to put your soap, and then they have the fixtures here with a handle there for you in case you need it. And then against this wall over here is where they have the actual shower head. And if we look up close at it, that looks pretty clean. Maybe a little bit of hard water here, but otherwise pretty good. And then just below the shower head, they have some body cleanser, conditioner, and shampoo, again by the Grown Alchemist. Now if you're curious about the size of this shower, it seems you can probably get about 9 people in here, unless of course you want to add the bench of standing space, then you can probably get about 11. Now stepping out of the shower and just to the right, over here they have another toilet for you with some of the same toilet paper. There's a bin down there. And then over here they have a little cart that has the towels on it, the steamer right there. And then underneath we get another black box that is a mystery. And in there it looks like you get more toilet paper, more Kleenex, another laundry list under there, another bag for your laundry, and then here it looks like this might be a hairdryer for you. And then moving up from the cart itself, you have here a couple of robes set against the wall. Again, look at that lovely branding there, that's awesome. And these are nice and soft, but still pretty thin, not overly cumbersome. And then just to the left of the robes, we have another portrait that I really like, mostly because of the composition and the contrasts between the colors and the black and white. I think that looks pretty nice. So we came and checked in, and then we left to go do some stuff. And when we came back, they had left us a little treat here. It looks like raspberries on top with some kind of cream, pistachios crumbled on top. Looks like a powdered sugar, and then I don't know what the green substance is.
And the symbol that's on the plate in dusted sugar is the symbol that's on the back of the card key card.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, let's give it a taste.
Can I just taste the end?
Yeah.
Ooh!
What is inside? Okay. She broke it open, and it looks like it is actually a pistachio shell, and inside might be some kind of cake.
And then at the bottom, there's like raspberry. Can't see it. There it is. Yeah.
Is it good though?
I like it.
Okay, I'm taking this whole chunk. Yeah, the flavor's good, just the texture's a bit gelatinous, so I'm not a big fan of that. So Nez is more than happy to finish it for us. But also they left us a note. Let's find out what that says. Crawford Hotel on the back, that lovely green color also.
Oh, there's the
symbol there that she was talking about in the powdered sugar.
Show me again.
So the note says, "Welcome to the Crawford Hotel. We are delighted to host you during your stay. Please enjoy this treat on us. Reach out to the front desk should you need anything."
And we met them in the lobby earlier. They were actually really, really nice, super friendly. Yeah, they just made us feel welcome, like on the spot.
Yeah. So far, all we've got to say about this place is the service seems excellent and it's gorgeous.
And delicious.
and delicious. So you need your key card not only to get into your room, but also to activate this elevator to bring it up, and then to come through this door that I just came through, which goes to the block of rooms from the rest of the terminal behind me. So over here in the corner is what is called the Cooper Lounge, and it's not open now, obviously, but I believe it opens up in the evenings and becomes a bar and lounge area. It looks pretty neat. Oh, look at this. They have an old safe here. That's really cool. And then this would be the host stand, and you'd come in here for the lounge area. And I think it's a pretty neat view if you're looking out over this beautiful arched building. And it's very nicely decorated down there. I think it's really pretty. Here in this stairway, they have a blueprint set out. It's pretty neat. I wonder if this was from building the original station. I'm guessing that would be another block of the rooms. Kind of cool seating areas that they have up here, kind of just placed around. We're just on another floor. Looks like it's more of the same as far as the rooms. So the terminal bar down here is an actual restaurant, and then this is all lounge area, especially for the people who are going on the train itself. If you go out this door, that takes you to the trains. And then right down here in this corner, that's where you check in. That's the lobby to the Crawford Hotel. And then down these stairs, right near our room, they have a bunch of little pictures laid out here. Each one has a different cowboy in it. Makes you wonder if they were associated with the hotel or the train station in any way. Okay, so we just came down these stairs here, and this is the elevator right over here that goes up to the rooms. If you go down that way, that takes you to snooze, where you're supposed to get priority seating, I do believe, if you stay at the hotel. That's a breakfast spot you can go to. But when I say that it really is part of the train station, right back here, this is where you get your tickets for Amtrak. I just thought that was really cool. And apparently somewhere where you can get bacon and eggs, you can also claim your baggage. Oh yeah, we have baggage claim here. I guess it's closed because no trains came in recently, I suppose. And then they have historic pictures over here on the wall of the station itself, which are very pretty. It's a very pretty station. Look at these light fixtures up here. Those are really pretty. And then Pig Train, this little coffee spot here, you're supposed to get a complimentary drip coffee every day that you stay here. Okay, well that was a fantastic sleep last night. I think the bed was incredibly soft and cozy.
So soft.
And was it the Pig Train?
Yes.
Makes a pretty good cup of coffee. I think this is nice and refreshing for this morning.
And
which we also really like the weather here, coming from Texas. It is gorgeous.
it's beautiful.
And what was you going to show?
The cherry almond boss game.
Oh, okay.
Look at that.
I don't know if it's looking down enough.
There it is.
She's going to love that. And then also, if you need the sound of a fan, or if you need like a little white noise to go to sleep, it does seem like that little black box that we saw earlier could provide that for you.
Yeah.
But
and
it
nature sounds.
But it didn't seem to turn on when I touched it, so not sure what that's about, but you might need to bring your own there. Otherwise, the AC kept that room nice and frosty, and it was one of those rare ones where it goes down into the 50s to cool it instead of just like 65, which was perfect for us.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was a fantastic stay. So what did this historic 5-star experience cost us? Just over $1,100. But what do you think? Have you stayed at the Crawford? Would you? Have you traveled via Union Station before? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe now. As always, we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. So until next time.
Oh, hey! Architectural Digest. Welcome to my house. Come on in. That's it. That's it.